what's going on, guys? Let's do a little bit of a gardening tour today. It is the end of March. I do believe Monday is going to be April 1st. And just want to walk you around. I do have a few things planted. I moved some hoops around. I mess with those in-ground beds. I'm not really sure, but I did start some stuff, and I always try to get early. I have not filled up the center bed yet. That's why there's been no center bed rebuild video. But hey, let me flip you guys around, take you a little tour of the early spring garden, we'll call it, because I do believe it's spring, even though it was 20 degrees when we got up this morning. So give me a sec. Lila. Well, there's Lila. So this bed right here, what I'm thinking, because I left my cattle panel in, I planted a couple rows of leeks, and I planted 4 rows of spring onion. They get you down in there, and I did these just yesterday because they weren't looking real good where I had them, and I figure, well, I don't think they're going to make it where they were at. So this bed was mulched up pretty heavy with leaves, and I just pretty much left the leaves in there. Here's the center beds. They're all lined up and ready to go. There's Lou, but just not filled yet. So yeah, I pushed the mulch back over because we were pretty cold last night. Actually, in the beginning of the video, I said it was 20 this morning. That was a lie. It was 33 this morning at my house. Now over here, these beds I did not amend last fall. I'm going to do that in spring. I have that well-rotted horse manure, and I'm going to get one other type, and I'm going to do a little mixing. Now these were just a haha joke. I had extra seedlings, cabbage seedlings. So I planted them. Oh, look at this guy. It's never going to come good. It's getting little flowers on them. So I can, look at that. So we could probably actually eat that little, that's a little Chinese cabbage, yellow cabbage, I do believe. These are just regular cabbage, I think. But look what we got in there. We're getting like some, maybe that's broccoli. I can't remember. But these guys were a holdover, so I threw them in there, and they made it all winter through all the cold we had. Huh, Lou? And then in here, I had some little spinach seedlings. So I plucked 6 of them down in here, and I covered them back up with mulch. And I figured, hey man, we'll see what happens. And these are parsley. And that's from, I just put some extra parsley seeds I had in there last growing season, last summer. They popped up. We were cutting off of them, we were eating them and using it, and you know, lots of I think we might be doing a seed here too, I don't know, but we used them in lots and lots of dishes, and they made it through the whole winter. So how cool is that? Right here, this is another one. I had a couple spinach seedlings, so I stuck them in this grow bag and kind of forgot about them. Well, I'll tell you what, that is some tough spinach, and it made it through our winter. That's amazing. There's Lila again. Now, let's go over here. I moved, remember I used to store my hoops over there, but since I'm not, I got rid of all the wooden beds in there. So I dragged them over, and I plopped them down. They don't really fit the beds, but they fit well enough. Now, back here, I had more spring onion, green onion, whatever you want to call it. So I put some there, not under the hoop. These are, if you're wondering, barriers, because of the garden destroyer. Actually, she's pretty good. It's our other dog. He's older. He'll come in. And these right here are bulbing onions that I put in. And they weren't looking good where I had them. I had all my seedlings sitting in that, under that hoop there. And, well, it just wasn't looking good. So under here, let me lift this up. Aha! I planted some lettuce. And I put a couple, I think those are kohlrabi. I make little videos of what I plant. But the lettuce is actually taken off a little bit. I think we might have a fail right there eventually. But the rest of them are actually doing pretty darn good. All right, put that down. Now over here, look at the condensation. Like I said, it was really, Helmut said super. It was super cold last night. So let's lift this guy up. Aha! And here I have, that's bok choys over there. I have cabbage down the center with a couple other different brassicas sporadically in there. How's that? Yeah. So that looks good. Woo. And these bags, I have not really figured out what I'm going to do this year. I'm thinking tomatoes over there, some tomatoes here. Don't know what I'm going to do in there. I was going to put some peas in there, but I don't know. So I have a lot of thinking to do. These beds, I amended them with a little bit more wood chip and stuff, and it did seem to come off pretty good. So let me spin you around. Okay, guys, that's what I have in the top garden underneath them hoops. I think the hoops, that's kind of going to work out pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Look at Lou over there. Let me in. And I'm still figuring out who's going to go in the where, and taking some more trees down and getting the center beds filled up, because our wetter's finally breaking. And I'm getting older, and when it's really cold out, I just don't want to come out and play in the garden anymore. Well, let me spin you around, and we're going to go out front. I'm going to show you how that's going. That's where we planted the garlic. You can go back and check that video out. But I'll meet you out front. Hey, this is a side note before we get all the way out by the garlic. I had extra kale plants at the end of last year. I didn't know what to do with them. So I plucked them out here in my one flower bed. And well, that's red Russian, and that's looking pretty good. Here's the Vates. Oh no, this isn't Vates, this is dwarf blue. That's another dwarf blue. There's another red Russian. Check that out. Made it through our winter, and we're gonna start picking this stuff. Some soups or some kale chips. Oh, and I also did, I can't remember what one. Oh, this is dinosaur kale. Look at that, it's going to seed. I'm gonna let that one go. This one was definitely not a favorite type of kale for us, but this one 100% was. But it made it through our winter. We did get pretty cold. We had some sub-zero overnights, but check it out, the red Russian kale is looking good, thick. You know, just got a couple of yucky leaves to pull off there, and I'm actually thinking of possibly trying to finally get an asparagus bed, and I think this might be it. I gotta look up if asparagus is gonna be okay growing with some flowers around. There's the other flower bed. And all mulched up with just leaves that fall down that are free. To the garlic. All right, so check it out. You guys can go back and look at the garlic video. I think I already threw a card for that up. But pretty much I'm thinking, and I don't know what that fella right there is, but I'm thinking we had, oh, and that one right there, I don't know. I'm thinking that we had 100% germination. I planted 52 or 53, I have it written down, and I didn't count them, but boy, they all look pretty straight. Get down for the cool Scorsese shot here. Look at that, how cool is that? Some of the leaves have blown off here. You see this is all pulled up and twisted. That's because there was a deer in here, and he got caught up in these lights like a dummy, but it happens. But all in all, look at the garlic. I do believe we're 100% germinated, because, and then I got these. If I looked at this, that is 4 stalks. So I don't know what's going on there. We're gonna let them grow, and I'm real excited to see what comes out. Like here, we got 2 for some reason. Oh, let's count that 3. And I know only put single cloves in line, so we'll see how that goes. That might be something pretty cool. Excuse me. But all the garlic is looking good, Let me spin you around and we'll have a final word. Okay guys, that's a little quick tour of the vegetable garden, flower garden. Like I said, it's almost April. I do believe Monday's gonna be April 1st. So technically it is spring. We hit some 70-degree days, and it was pretty nice. And then 2 days later, we were 20 degrees. So I'm still coming out and doing little things and planting stuff and planning, but I need to get off of my lazy butt. I need to actually get into some serious, oh, the gate won't open. Get into some serious gardening, do some more planting. I need to get some of the compost from the one landscape deal around here, stuff that I really like. And I'm gonna mix that with some of the horse manure that I have rotted down, a little bit of the homemade compost left. I gotta finish amending a couple beds, and I've gotta get the center beds done. I've gotta get them rebuilt, and that's all there is to it. I've been sitting on my lazy butt too much, And I'm gonna look at renting a lift to try to get some of these trees out that come and block the garden, and they're also in a bad spot if they fall, they'll hit the house or the fence. But I just want to show you guys a quick thing that I do actually have some things planted, and oh, you should see the grow light setup I got some good English in this video. I have probably 60 pepper plants, hot and sweet, and they're all potted up and they're looking great. I started them super early to get them in as early as possible, so we don't have what happened last year where we left a lot of unripened fruit on the vine because, well, it's just our season how it went. And I do believe, I was thinking I'm gonna get the tomato plants started real quick. But just a little tour just to show you what's going on. Show you that, where's the camera? Here's the camera. Show you that I am still gardening even when it's cold out. But the weather's getting ready to break and stay at a certain level where I think we can really get going. I have some kale and stuff started, which I didn't realize I didn't start along with the cabbages, but that's okay. I have a spot where I think they're gonna go. I'm gonna build some more hoops and gonna get some more stuff going on. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. Look out for some new gardening videos coming. Look out for the finish of the center bed rebuild. But from the early spring garden, this is Noah. Thanks for stopping by.